G'day, good morning, good evening. Thank you for listening. This is a organic gardening, horticultural, agricultural show focusing on plant science, soil science, and microbiology. And the information is for educational and scientific purposes. It's fact-checked, and any of the websites or papers that have been discussed will be put in the description below. If you're rewatching this back, there's no title for today yet, so fast forward until you see the screen change, and that means there will be some slides. And if that doesn't happen, it's only going for 10 minutes. That means there's a short show, there's no topics, no discussion topics. And I'll give it another 70 seconds for folk to arrive, which has got 60 seconds to go now. 50 seconds. Zip, zip. $45. 30 seconds now. $20 seconds left. $10 seconds, 5. Righto. Well, I've got nothing to talk about. I'm waiting for people in chat to rock up, and hopefully they'll make some discussion topics, and then we can have the show. Then that's how I'll change the title, and it'll be a good show. And if it goes for another 8 minutes like this, where I'm just trying to keep it alive, I don't keep it alive for much longer. It'll just be a short show. And yes, so if you've got any interesting things you've heard in relation to plant science, soil science, or microbiology, whack them in chat and let's have a chat about it. Excuse me. My studies, actually, I'm doing 2 microbiology courses this semester in university, which I'm enjoying. We're in week 2. I don't think I've got, actually hasn't even got week 2 in some of them yet. But yeah, that's going all right. Which they've got microbes in agriculture, so there'll be more slides to come up soon. In the next, I don't know if it'll be a few weeks. It might be after it finishes. University goes until Big Bash League starts in October, September or October. And plant science, soil science, microbiology stuff. What can be talked about? What do you reckon, chat people? What would you like me to discuss? What areas have you heard that might be some myths or some interesting topics we can shed some light on? That'd be fun. I like doing that. I've got plenty of slides from all my courses. I save all the slides so I can reference them to discussion. So it's good. Makes it easy and enlightening. There's nothing worse than talking like now on a blank lemon screen. It's good to see stuff. It's not blank, but you know what I mean. Woo. Bit bigger. And well, I'm struggling here. I find it hard to talk about, just to ramble. I have something to talk about, and it's pretty interesting. Yeah, easy. I suppose what's changed? The weather's always stuff that's changed. But What about some stuff related to this plant science, soil science, and microbiology? That's what I should be focusing on. There were some slides. Let's see if I can see if they've been uploaded yet. Nope. Okay, won't discuss those ones. It's going to be another short show, I reckon. It started off pretty short, indicating it might go that way. Australia versus the West Indies cricket matches on at the moment. They're actually in their lunch break. It's half time, and it restarts in 4 minutes' time. Funny that. So if it's a short show, I truly don't mind, because I'll have I got the cricket to watch and it's raining outside. But I still like to keep everybody happy, so that's why I do these shows, to share the knowledge that I've got. Environmental science. There's nothing much interesting in that. It was the industrial microbiology, that was it. Where's that? Oh, industrial biotechnology. Yes, that was the more interesting course. Hey, there's the American one. Hello, the American one. There you go, mate. I'm struggling for a topic at the moment. If you've heard of anything plant science, soil science, and microbiology that can be discussed, that would be cool. Any myths or any weird things you've heard? People go, oh, yeah, this is definitely what goes on. I'd like to hear about that, and it'd make for a good discussion topic. Because science is forever changing. That's the beauty thing about it. It's forever changing. People are doing new experiments and finding out and having to adjust things that have already been written. It's great. Like, for instance, CO2 in a... Oh, I'm going to have to bring it up. I suppose I can. I'll have to find it first. There's been a sleep study with CO2. Is that one? Good. I'll just copy it. That's the parameters have been suggested that they've been high, like about 4,000 or 5,000 for it to be really interacting with us and doing anything. But I've been living inside with one for many years now, and I'm finding that the number's a little bit lower. Hey, it's GMF. G'day. He says, good evening, good peeps. I hope you all are safe and happy. G'day, mate. Nice to see you. Oh, here we go. So that sleep study. Oh, okay. There's a pretty rare questions come through. I'll just throw through on the sleep study because it's really quick, and then get to that. This is the American one. Says, I've been baffled because I've been baffled by the cause of praying leaves. People say it's because plants are happy, and others say it's because of other issues. What's my opinion? That's going to be rad to explore into some development biology, plant development biology, and photosynthesis. I'd probably go into those sections. I have to get rid of that thing. First, I'll finish off on the CO2 study. So this is it here. So it turns out, anyway, I'll conclude it, that its level's about 1,000 ppm. So if you're feeling nauseous or wheezy or sore throat, headaches, that type of stuff, cabin fever, it might be because of CO2. So grab a reliable data logging CO2 meter for about $100. And this study says that concentrations, they tested these three, 750, 1,000, and 1,300. And believe it or not, they found that things have to be readjusted down 1,300, you get a bad night's sleep. 1,000, it's restless. 750 is good. That's the conclusion. And I was amazed because about blooming time, there you go, there's the graphic. So yeah, to get a better sleep, I'm up in the 2,000-3,000 range, and my alarm's set at 3,000. Like that means I got to lower it. I'm not lowering it, but because I've been allowed for years. But I had another suggestion a while ago that was above 5,000 causes permanent brain damage. So that's why I set it at 3,000. And yeah, this has brought the numbers down lower again, and they're saying they're going to have to rewrite the books on the CO2 for indoors in relation to it. So if you're interested in reading through this study on your sleep quality, I'll put it in the description below. Back to it. Praying leaves, it's going to be rad. GMF says, all my squash plants pray. They constantly reach up and the leaves, and they make trumpet shake like all day. Yes. That's a sign of everything's going well. It's starting to get some plant development. That all the parameters within the genetics in the plant are allowing it to grab maximum photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, plant growth development. This goes heavily into, I didn't want to go into heavily detail, but that's, I've said, the history of it. Pigments, mechanisms. There you go, the wavelength. I'll skim up to that. Open. Wow. Talk about slow loading. That was crazy slow. What's going on? My memory's all right. Anyway. There's a few things for the plant to be happy, for its genetics to be in tune, and if it's getting its maximum photosynthesis level, that's one of them. So for that to happen, there's numerous other things for things to be in check, for the leaves to be adjusting their solar panels at the angle to get maximum penetration or photosynthesis from the sun. The solar radiation coming out of the sun is maximum when you reach it at 90 degrees, and the leaves will be troping towards it and making that when it's at its good position. You'll see when it's sick, it'll be laying down. When it's too hot or wilting, it won't be wanting it, so the leaves will wilt more. When it's really good, when everything is absolute perfect, the leaves will be nice and stiff looking, and they'll just be reaching for the light. Electromagnetic spectrum. It'll be looking for all of that. To summarize, light is a form of energy with different wavelengths. The shorter the wavelength, the greater the energy amount in each photon. That's pretty cool too. Certain wavelengths of light are detectable by human eyes and seen as colors. Visible light drives photosynthesis. This is the maximum absorption ratio, which is pretty cool because it shows the amount of absorption for the visible light spectrum on the x-axis to the amount on the y-axis. So the absorption, this light comes down. Still, look at that. Above infrared, it absorbs. That's why you get better effects in the sunlight. Isn't this interesting too? The different light has different amounts of energy. So the blue light is 274 kilojoules per mole that can be carried out, and red light can be interpreted as 181 kilojoules of energy into the plant. So if the plant receives red light, for instance, that's how much energy it can produce per mole. So you get more energy produced in blue light. Why do pigments show colours? I'm getting a bit off this topic here. Just looking for one more chart. Pigments underwater, no. Different pigments, no. Strong's law. Energy, light of the loss. Stokes, no. Jesus. Thermal excitation. No, that's it. So on that side, I should see if there's any questions. So that's a good summary of it. I've been baffled. GMF says, green beans are really turning out a lot of produce at the moment as well, making Thai green bean and green bean pasta dishes, but I may start pickling them soon. Oh, nice work. Sounds blooming good. I'll mention about the green bit, the beans in a sec. I got some rad purple ones. Does that help? The American one about the praying leaves? I could go into it a little bit more with. I've got to share screen first. Oh, too many buttons. Sinking sauce, tomato. Yeah, for all those things to be perfect, that's when it happens. So is that flom flows? No. It's a bit risky. Isn't my computer crazy slow? No, just opens down the bottom. Stem cells. It's getting a bit too detailed. Stems, yes, a lot of meristems, very good. Off the topic here. It's a pretty rad electron scanning microscope of the cells inside the quiescent center inside of the root tip. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to add to that. Oh, this might. It's really the leaf of the age, it can't prey if it's old because its nutrients are down, so it's not wanting to maximise its photosynthesis because that would have been used as a sink cell, so it would have been sucked out of all its nutrients. So the ones that are preying would be the nice dark greenish ones and ones growing before that. Leaves only last a certain amount of days, 45 odd days. Yeah, reading the leaves is very, very important. They give good telltale signs of what the plants are doing. So by that question from the American one, it's a rad one because you're interpreting leaves, trying to understand the state on what the plant is at the moment. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty good question. All right, there's a bit more chat going on. Oh, good. Toast American one says, yes, that was my take pretty much too. Oh, cool. Glad to hear. GMF says, I run 5,000K for the entire life cycle. Never saw the benefit for going a redder light for flowering, but I always am able to fill the space with blue light, always shorter internodes of blue light. It's interesting to manipulate the spectrum for the outcome of the photosynthesis. It's pretty cool. Genetic memory farms. Oh, yep, that'd be going all right. Teo says, I believe the plant had everything they needed and were perhaps reaching for light or trying to catch wind, so they would transpire more or utilize more water and nutrients. The amount of, that's one of the parameters that's got to be met for the praying conditions. With the watering, let's go into that. Good question. Good. I can add to this. Watering. The pressures. Root pressure. No. What am I actually looking for? The pressure and the root. So it's the watering rate. So I'm looking at down here. We'll come back to this one. I'm looking for permanent wilting point and micro irrigation engineering. This is it. Now we have to go down here. It doesn't open. There it is. Permanent wilting point and field capacity. Why isn't it a permanent wilting point? I'll just get a graph. It's easy because it's over the next page. I'll just get a graphic and display it. That's it. I'm going to go through all the things to test it first. There it is. No, that's the range and it's the wetting point. Organic farming. It's in here. Is that many? I'll just put in the blooming search engine. That's the nice that's one. So is that. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So permanent wilts. I wanted a graphic. All of this. That's like one I want in the class. Permanent wilting point is when it wilts, where there's space in between the water and then between the soil moisture is nothing. Fill capacity, and when it's full, saturation is when it overflows. So you want to stay in between fill capacity and wilting point. When the oxygen at the roots is at its most, as you can see here, is when it's around wilting point. So for your leaves to be praying, it would have to have been around that state. That's what I was this is what I was looking at, this chart in my slides. Just took a little bit to get to. Yeah, only properly watered plants in that right phase of watering, because that's why it said drip watering is the best, because drip watering allows air space to remain as well as water space in your substrates. So it's not, because it's 10,000 times slower for oxygen to be pulled out of the water. So it can be done, but it's that much slower, and you wouldn't expect to get praying roots, praying leaves. Or genetics might be manipulated where it could be handled at that water level. So it's all to do with genetics. So you maximize your genetics. You know that genetic potential has been reached in that state when the leaves are troping with the sun, with the solar radiation. Hey, good day, sunshine. GMF says, Aussie CC, to do a viability check on old seeds, do you think I just need to veg them, or do I need to take them to a full flower run? They're 7 years. Good question, mate. Well, depends how they've been stored. If you stored them well, they should last. You should have a 50% success rate. But I would be doing it with ethylene, leaving the seeds on top of water with some apples or bananas, one apple or banana in a bag, and see how you go. That's to germinate them. Once they've germinated, they've pretty much broken their dormancy, and the genetics inside of them should be allowed to fulfill, because inside of the seed is a live embryo with the DNA of the plant, with its 25, 30,000 genes that it's got. So once that's been initiated, you've engaged the cycle, and you've allowed those genes to start firing and producing the RNA and the proteins to signal and allow the development of the plant. So I'd say, as long as you germinate them and get it up to a 4-week growth phase where it's powering on and looking good, mind you, you won't be able to tell if there's any mutations have occurred from possibly being stored too long. So by taking it through a flower cycle, you would rule that out. By the length of life cycle of the plant, you would have fully tested the genetics. So yes, I think that would be a thorough test. But would it be needed? I don't think so, because once the DNA is in the plant, you've allowed those processes to allow it to take place. So they should just be as the genetics was from the original state. Good question though, mate. American One says, I have old stock. I certainly should get them. I wish I had more room and time. New plants give one something to look forward to. Yes. Yes. If the seeds are stored correctly at the low temperature, low humidity, they should remain viable for many years. I've gotten 90% success rate after 5 years of certain micropile size seeds, which are the small ones, which you should only get 12 months from. It's worthwhile. Genetics is everything. So keeping it, and then you can always do seed dormancy techniques to allow it to break its dormancy to start its processes. And then you come into tissue culture, because that's what that kind of is. Once you're adding hormones like auxin, plant rooting compound and stuff like that, that's a sort of tissue culture sort of scenario. And Sunshine says, I was wondering this very question. Just days ago, talked about it. Yeah. If it's the genetics are stored well, in the fridge, bottom of the fridge, Tupperware container with bits of rice inside of it, uncooked rice to absorb moisture, you're pretty much right. But a lot of people don't store their seeds correctly. You'll ask them, yeah, I do. Oh, it might have been in the cupboard for a few months or something. Well, it just ruined it. It's straight in dormancy. GMF says, yes, it's easier said than done to grab more greenhouses and stuff, but I work on my own too, and I'd love to have more greenhouses and things, but I'd need help. I'd be struggling. Another way is to keep your genetics is to have reliable friends and get them to play around with things. That's always something pretty cool. I've got I made, wow, it must be 500 seeds I crossed Brussels sprouts and broccoli, and believe it or not, for some reason, the seeds produce that broccoli and Brussels sprouts from one stem. The top bit is broccoli, and up the sides is Brussels sprouts. It's a blimmin' spit out. So, yeah, give them to other people to test and to try out and to keep the genetics alive and let them go to seed as well. GMF says, my entire seed collection has its own fridge. Oh, what a show off. And they all get sealed in Eppendorf tubes. So it will probably take your advice and go full harvest. Oh, yeah. Well, then you've ruled everything out. When you're testing seeds, it's good to test their germination. So that can be one, once you're putting in your seed structure in your test chart, you'll go percentage of germination. So once you've passing them on to, like, for instance, what are my corn or go back to your green bean seeds that might have an 85% germination rate when I buy them, or it might be 95. So I can expect, if I put 10 out, to get that 9.5 success rate out. So that's one thing you can put on your list is your germination success. Because once it's pretty much germinated, it's right then. It only just needs to, it's 17 essential elements and that water and oxygen and carbon, for it to continue to develop. So, yeah, I like the questions and the beans. That'll be. I just overlooked that. Oh, I didn't see that too. You goats are adorable, by the way. Thanks, mate. I love them too. I took them to the shops through the week. We went on a car trip. Oh, wow, it was. Looking for your bean one. There's a comment about beans. I can see. I was getting a few more comments again. Sunshine, yep. Sunshine says this is exactly how mine are stored. Sweet. Yep. Tupperware container. Where you got your bags that are labelled. Then all those bags and labels go inside of a larger box or container, Tupperware container with rice grains at the bottom of the back of the fridge. Oh, that's insane. That I'm going to show it. Has it been released yet? Yeah, it has. How do I find that? There it is. You're kidding me. It's now, hang on, I'm going to share this. I looked for the search to try and find the it's AI said a while ago when I was looked up, it can't be done. And now it's saying it can. It's called a Brassica oleracea. That's pretty interesting. One's got my video then. On the same plant, yes, on, not are, like all these are. No, we all know they come from starts with M, mustard. All of these brassicas originate from mustard. That's all. There's not enough views. You're kidding, it's not even up here. I'd have to. That's so sad. All these other, anyway, whatever. I show the Brussels sprouts on the stem on the side, and the top bit is the actual broccoli. And it's not even coming up in the search engine because there's not enough views on my thing to see it. And for me to see it now, I'd have to switch accounts to try and find it. Actually, let me have a look. I might have it here on my screen. Woke, no. Nah, it's not there. I really like to show that because it's pretty interesting, that. How can I get that video? What if I go to the, someone go to the other channel and grab the video out, and I'll post the link in the description if they could. That'd be easier. That's what I'm trying to do. What's these little hats against? I just got onto the Aussie CC thing. There's hats against. GMF's got like a little hat thing with the number 1. Sunshine's got a hat thing with a number 3. What's this hat business? Teo's got one with number 2. Oh, top fans. What? There's a... I'll share it. Must be a new thing on YouTube that I'm not aware of. Look at this. Top fans. I press this button here. So I'm thinking, what's all this other stuff at the end here? And there's a top fans button now. And it shows you this. Look, experience points. What? That's unreal. What's it, a computer game? Experience points. That's a spin out. I wouldn't have a clue what that is. It's interesting, though. Sunshine says, I do a lock seal all beans in a Ziploc lock container and then stored inside a takeaway full rice. Sounds like it'd be nice and dry enough. Hope the temperatures are good, mate. Gmail says, I hate AI and do not believe anything it says. It seems like we just made a cross between PT, that and that. It's why YouTube crowns the king of chat. Oh, gee whiz. A method to gamify chat and encourage interaction. Oh, okay. As long as I keep commenting, I'll keep the number 1. Oh, wow. So that's what it's about, just the commenter. Oh, it's number 1 commenter. Oh, okay. Thanks for the clarification. I'd like to have a look at that video because it's pretty cool to see. I just harvested the top of it the other day, and there's Brussels sprout. Oh, look, the kangaroos in front of me. I can't spin the camera either. Oh, it'd be too hard to see. Or what about if I put I know the name of the, what's the name of the site? Oof. Living. I'm trying to find this video that I did. There it is. Now come up with the video. Fair income. It still won't. I put it into the search engine. Oh. So I have to go to that page. And it'll show now. I still can't find my channel. My other, oh. Wowee. Oh, I can't show you. Why won't it come up? I put it in, the actual name of the channel, and it won't come up. Oh, it's that word, fun. Ah, that's why. Oh, I see it now. I had the wrong name in my own blooming channel. Too much I don't recommend knowing videos. Where's the word first? I should put it on the main page. And I'll just play this video on the brassica. There it is. World first. Press the pause button. Hang on. Now I'll share the screen. Oh, interesting question. The short is it? It's got to be clean genetics, like tissue culture lab, and then I can get a certification. All right, listen to this. Oh, I hope I'm playing the noise. You had problems with noise a while ago. Doesn't play noise. Had to press an extra button. Oh, that was with the other channel. Here we go. I can't even hear it.
Plant hybridization. Can you put a Brussels sprout and a broccoli on the same plant? Well, you can if you graft and carry on, but can you do it from seeds? Well, possibly. Well, I've done it. I've tested the seeds, and I've got out of these 6, 2 of them have done it. And look at this. So I was going through the other day anyway, thinking, oh yeah, it might be the same plant. Look at the bottom of it. And I was looking at this one a bit closer. And you see, this is one stem. Come on, you have a look at the Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts forming. And look at the top. Make the film it before it went to seed, start to flower the rock. But isn't that cool as? So stoked.
Had to film it before it went to seed. I chopped it the other day.
It's broccoli, and they produce broccoli and Brussels sprout, not on both. Isn't that? Oh, that's Brussels sprout too. See, oh hey, look, there's broccoli there. Oh, there's no one. That's it. That's 3 out of 6, 50%.
There you go, seeds tested 50%.
Anyway, you don't really see that, so I thought I'd share it. Google says you can't do it. Well, you can. You play around with the brassicas enough, get into your crop breeding techniques.
Pretty cool. Microbes. Woo!
Have some fun. Anyway, look at this. Wait, they want their leaves. Yes. I'll give you some leaves.
All right, quick. Right.
They were a bit jealous.
Oh, good. Press the stop button.
Hey, not too much scratching.
Good fun. So I hope that sounded. I hope you could hear that and it came through. That's funny. It's American one says, I don't trust AI either. It uses human content to create its answers and content. Yeah, exactly right. I've found the same. Half of the humans are stupid. I've found it'll look through whatever's on the internet, it'll pull that up and give you that answer. Oh, people here recommend blah, 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 blah. And I thought, that's not true. And that's the AI. So yeah, it's not real reliable. I don't trust it either, mate. I think it's a good tool and good to get its opinion, like asking another person's opinion, because it does bring up some interesting studies that you can go off. But in general, I think the same way as well, to both yous that have commented on it. So yeah, jobs. Can you believe now that there's companies basing themselves on AI? Isn't that, it's sad? So that's why we're thinking when we ring up people, oh, we're not getting the right answer, because we're not speaking to people anymore. We're speaking to dumb people, dumb machines that they haven't dialed in. It's really tough. Yeah, it's sad. I've been dealing with this one particular company for the last few months now, been through 7 reps. They still can't answer my question. It's pathetic. That's people. You know my opinion of people. That's why I love plants, microbes, animals. Woo! GMF says, so what would it take to get a phytosanitary license? I suppose I could put that in the search. Phyto sanitary. It means that the genetics has got to be clean. You're kidding. Right, I'll show you what come up in my search engine. Because yeah, you don't supposed to ship anything. Look at this, it come up phytosanitary. Oh, phyto, PHYTO. It's my fault. I spelled probably the next thing wrong too. Here it goes. So this is the requirements. So if you're involved in the export of plants, seeds, anything with biology in it, you need to follow and get a request export dermit document, which is a phytosanitary certificate. The phytosanitary certificate has passed phytosanitary inspection and it complies with the importing country. So if I was to send GMF some of these brassica seeds, this is what I'd do. I'd contact, wouldn't be worthwhile doing. So they would go, and what they do, they grow the seeds and they would do a DNA inspection and probably a what's the microbe assessment, where you do a metagenomic assessment of the product, which means it'll do a study of all the microbes inside of it and see if anything of them are bad. And then I'll probably pay a few hundred for that, and then I get the certificate back, and it would be sweet. I get this phytosanitary certificate, and I'd be right to export. I hope that was helpful. Yes. Thanks, what? So that's involved. Holy mackerel, 51 minutes. Doesn't take long to get a bit of good chat here. There's plant sites and stuff. It's rad. Here's the GMF says, how much do you have to pay for that? Seems like it would be worth it. Microgreen growers are always looking for seeds here in the USA, becoming more and more popular. Interesting. You have to pay what am I paying at the moment? It'd be a batch thing. Being involved with microbes, it'd be batches. And I'm paying about $300 for something else to do with the government, with the microbes. I'd say it's something like that, mate. At a guess. There'd be fees. And they set it up for ongoing. So if I want to continue to do it, I might just pay one metagenomic test study for $120 for the next time, because I'm already in the system with that same brassica line with my production procedures. Yeah, it's pretty. More opportunities. This organic growing has got so many opportunities to proliferate and create a business out of it, because it's unique and not many people are doing it. Not many people can get a grasp on it because they find it too hard and too new. So it's a niche market, organic growing, niche, let alone finding selective things in it and then do world first. It's this field of study as a hobby is terrific. It can really make you some good money. Legally too. Of course, everybody can make money illegally with other things and whatnot, but legally it can produce good money with a good lifestyle, and you're eating better. My food has improved. My dietary nutritional value has improved so much because I understand it better now. Produce more of that antioxidants, get the catechin higher, anthocyanins. It's good. Not enough people they all say it's healthier to do this, but why? Well, you want the nutritional value with the plant bringing out its genetic potential in its organic environment. Then you'll get the secondary metabolite pathway expressed extremely well, which is bonus. Antioxidants, more vitamins and minerals. They wouldn't normally be in there. It's cool. I love this study. So I still get excited doing it. I'm looking forward to next week's. It gets released, I think, today. I love this study. What a nerd I am. Bloody oath. GMF says, seeds seem like an untapped primary market. Many people think about selling plants or produce, but seeds are a good stable income. That's true. Especially because seeds store longer than produce. Yes. There's, press that link if you want GMF. There's a good market already in Australia for organic seeds because I get them. And they're quite competitive. So I couldn't compete with that. I wouldn't waste my time because well, it's always good to have market competitors, but it's already a good feasible price. I'm very happy with. It's only a couple of bucks. Gets you 50 or 100 seeds. Then out of that, produce your own because you let them adapt to your own environment. That's what I've done. So I only spent, I think, 80 bucks on seeds, and I've got 20 different varieties of things, cultivars of different whatnots, all sorts of vegetables, everything I eat, I bought, and produce like 1 or 2 varieties of it too. There's four different types of beans. So that's helpful for me because I like different phenotypes have different pathways they've expressed, and they'll have different vitamins and minerals that they'll hold nutritional value. So by mixing them up, wow, body's just loving it. It's really, really good. Raptor says, hey, it's a raptor. G'day, Raptor. Growing for seed has its own hurdles. Longer time until harvest is a big one. Carrots take 2 years to go to seed, for example. Yes, I just produced some carrot seed. Actually, I did it in I did it in 12 months. But yes, in general, they do take longer to, like garlic. It takes, you can grow it from seed, but it takes 2 years. It's biennial. That's true, but you do get different phenotypes and expressions. That's the bit I like. That's the bit, as a plant scientist, I like to see what expressions I get, and if I can use those genetics possibly down the track, or if I can keep the male bits and use them on the potential female bits of other species or brassicas even like that. Doing the broccoli and Brussels sprout plant hybridization, that worked well. And yeah, 50% success rate. I thought it was 33. I'm glad I watched that back because 50% success rate. Hope you're doing well, Raptor. So I see you right at the end. Been going for an hour. Discussed a little bit. It's been good. GMF says, seems like harvesting is the problem. I have lots of bok choy and cilantro and chives producing seeds, and collecting the seeds is a total pain. Yeah, I hear you there. Holy mackerel. Sorting them is yuck because there's so much green leaf material and biological stuff in there that can cause fungal problems down the track, so they've got to be really clean. And I have a separation problem. I use air. It gets messy. Put a light fan on. All sorts of problems. It's hard. I hear you. But I just did, what was that? How many kilos is that? 2, so that's 6 pounds of buckwheat seeds I produced last season. So that's my whole growing amount for next season. So if you can do it, it does pay off because I produced, I think, about $100 worth of seed just in that one species. So it was pretty cool, let alone the other legumes. I haven't produced any other legume seed yet. not enough to warrant anyway. I've been playing around with a little bit of clover. I got put some microbes with gibberellic acid in the clover, and I'm getting expressions that are humongous. Clover isn't small anymore. I'm getting stuff that's the size of an apple or a baseball. 3 leaves. 1 leaf is the size of a golf. No, it's bigger than a golf ball. But yeah, they're clover. You know, your 3-leaf clovers. They're humongous. Nitrogen fixing clover. Awesome. Yes, Raptor says we're lucky enough to grow year long. Yeah, it's good having conditions outdoors where it's relatively warm, where you don't get frost, or the frost is low enough where you can handle. And that's all it's really about, is the frost. It kills a lot of plants off. My watermelons, no, not the watermelons. They handled the frost. I was growing watermelons till midwinter. What was the other things? Potatoes. I didn't have frost resilient potatoes, and they hated it. But one good thing I can do on the positive is I can generate or try and produce frost tolerant species by playing around with that. So it's the yeah. Raptor says cheers, everyone. See you, Raptor. GMF says brassica seed is so small too. Looks smaller than poppy seed. Yes, smaller than tobacco seed. It's tiny. But yeah, how did I found carrots were, I made a few videos. For those, actually here, I'll just show you. For those who aren't watching, I've made a few videos on the seed I produced this season. I haven't released on this channel. Do you guys think I should start releasing? I've got this channel here, and I've got a lot of videos I release every 2 days on that. So that's got, there's a lot of, where's the seed stuff on that? Seed. When to harvest seed from your plants. Does it really take 25 days? There's a video there I did a few months ago. There's another one on carrot seeds, how I produce them, sort them and store them. Selective breeding is used for smell young. Do you think I should put these on my, upload them to Aussie CC site? How to make your own potato seed, how to grow kiwi fruit from seed, world's first seed hybridization, make your own buckwheat seed, blueberry seed production, garlics. Yeah, people listening, do you think I should upload all of these to my Aussie CC channel, please? What do you think? Because I'm not making any money off this one, and I wouldn't mind some money off it because I still put effort in. But yeah, as you know, my Aussie CC channel got spoiled from rules. But yeah, what do you think? Basically, it's too small. Yeah, you're telling me. Cheers. Man, I love buckwheat noodles. So healthy. Yes, and the ancients used to get into buckwheat too. Did you know there was I was watching Ancient Aliens the other day, and they did a biopsy on a bit of biscuit that someone got handed from an alien, and it had brassica in it, wheat and something else, but it had 0 salt, absolute 0, and that's what spun them out. But I thought, oh, buckwheat. GMF says over 3,000 potato varieties in the Andes. What? Same specifically are frost tolerant. Dead set. That's some good information. Oh, yes. So I see, I've just got to hunt. All I got to do, that's so easy, to grab those varieties and then mix those genes with mine. So you get it to go to flower, put the male and female together, bang, I've created a frost tolerant blue or purple, because I like the blue and the purple and the Dutch cream potatoes. So I could develop that. And that's that easy. I'm not joking, it really truly is. I'm not linking anything up. I think this channel is great for something. Yeah, do you think those other ones, that the plant science, soil science, and microbiology related ones, should I put them onto Aussie CC? What do you in chat think? Because I reckon just from watching them back now, I should. Seeing how related I put in the word seed into the search engine and all of that stuff popped up. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't even think there was that many. So I've done 200 videos. But what do you in chat think? Should I put those videos, instead of just releasing on them, should I put them on? Here's Aussie Jeffro. G'day, mate. Nice to see you. He says, yes, mate, definitely. Oh, okay, good. So what do you think? Thank you for your feedback. Genetic Memory Farm says, I think you should leave Aussie CC for those of us who know, but your own channel should go for monetization. Yeah, it's hard though. I can't get the I'm far from the monetization. I'll gladly help by leaving comments and getting your reviews and other channels. Oh yeah, thanks for your nice words, mate, and your offer to help. Appreciate that. And something love those cute goats. Oh yeah, more goat stuff, you reckon? Right. I tell you, I took them to the shop with me the other day. That was so fun. So Jeffrey reckons yes, and you reckon just leave it up to, yeah, that's why I would mainly like to leave it up to the one thing, one topic, but that topic is getting me nowhere, and I don't know, I can't see it getting me anywhere, to be honest with you, because everything's just stagnant. Then you've got so many people that aren't good in the industry and stuff. I'm starting to enjoy this garlic and plant science a lot better than that. Oh, Teo says, sure, it can't hurt. Yeah, that's what I thought. It can't hurt. And I won't bombard it with heaps of my other animal ones, because I've got lots of kangaroo, koala, and bird ones, all other Australian animals. I won't put all them on. I'll just mainly focus on plant science, soil science, and microbiology then. So I'm sure people that are subscribed on this channel would be interested in just those topics. I won't put anything about kangaroos or blimmin', what I'm having problems with, foxes, pigs, deer, all that sort of stuff. I won't put any of them on. So I've got some interactions with them as well. I'm, what do you call it? I don't care. I just get in their faces. Tell them to go. Yep, in a polite way. GMF says, check out Pygmy Harbour Farms. They have a very successful social media and built from scratch. Use the cuts, animals. I use cute animals to get people in and then hit them with science when they aren't looking. Yeah. Pygmy Harbour, eh? Righto. Yeah, I don't know. I'm no good with social media, to be honest. My hands limit me with my use on the computer each day. And now my uni started up again. My hands are always sore. I got to take pain medication for them, so it's hard for me to do extracurricular activities like that. But maybe how about then just the videos that are focused. And what do you think for next week's? So thanks for your input on that, guys. I'll just put the ones that are specifically related to plant science, soil science, and microbiology on Aussie CC. Thanks for your help. And what about next week? Is there any topic suggestions? I'm just going to leave it open again. I like this. We had a good show again. It started up quite well. Appreciate everybody for their feedback and comments. It was really handy. It got to be a stream. I can reword it. Sleep study, and then what was the other stuff? Well, actually, CO2 health. That'll be better. Not sleep study, please. CO2 indoor health. Yes. That'll be a lot better. Seeds, what else was there we were talking about? Oh, the praying, that's right. Leaf, what would you call it? Leaf. What do you call when you notice something? Morphogenesis? No, it's what was that? How it's morph growing. Leaf adaptations. Leaf noticement. I'm not very good with English, as you can hear. We should be doing this offline though. Oh, Aussie Jeffro says pest management. Yes, you want more pest management stuff. Aussie Jeffro, you like stuff like that. I can put that in as well on Aussie CC, he suggests, when I talk about pest IPM, which I do a lot actually, because it's all about organic farming, and pest management has to be kept on top of so that things cycle well. Maybe pruning for production. What is the science behind trimming plants to get better and more abundant fruit? Tomato, cucumber, our favourite flower. What is the mechanism they share? Oh, mate, that's oh, that was like next week's show. I love that one. Aussie Jeffro says, thanks, man. Appreciate it. You're welcome, Aussie Jeffro. It's nice to get your feedback too, mate. How can I cut and paste that? I like it, GMF. I can't, my hands are mega sore. I can't write all that. I need to cut. Could you share that with me even? I'll just take a screenshot and remember it. That's about the best I can do. Yeah, there's a screenshot. Hope I remember to look at that. You love thinking up new show topics. Yeah, thank you. You should be involved in the show. You should be up here nearly, I reckon. Yes, I appreciate your effort that you put in. It really helps everybody's effort, as well as just everybody's effort. It makes the show. Wouldn't be here without you. Not talking. Praying. Leaf. What else was I talking about? There was wilting. Irrigation. No, that was to do with the praying. Leaf photosynthesis. Leaf. Praying leaves. That'll do. Seeds. Yes. What other topics was that? Oh, Phyto certification. A few more comments. It would be my pleasure to be helpful to you, brother. I think it'd be respect for you, bud. Oh, thank you, GMF. I appreciate your really nice words. Good on you, mate. People like you keep me going. Tara says, yes, thanks, Aussie CC. Very good, mate. Excellent. What a good show it was. Well, next week we can go for pruning. Pruning for production. Tips to increase production. That might be good. Pruning for production. I wonder if I could, how do I write that? Pruning for production. increasing yields. Maybe that. I can rechange it myself. Yeah. Sweet. Good stuff. Well, thanks everyone. You can help me by getting others involved. The more people in chat, the better it is, I reckon. So that's how you cool folk can help me, because I know everybody's tight on money, and I just fully understand that. So that's one way that you can help me, and I can help you as much as I can with answering your questions and other things, curricular activities, like that'll do. Now 16. Hope to see you all next week. It's the same time, it's same weirdish time it was as today's, which is an hour 16 ago. 1 hour and 16 minutes ago is when it started, so it'll be the same time next week again. Okay. Yeah, hopefully we can have a nice stream. And yeah, I really enjoyed it today. Again, thank you for making it really good. You cool chat folk. Doing excellent. And I don't have anything else to say. Just like Aussie Jeffro says, have a good weekend, everybody. Well said, Aussie Jeffro. I agree, mate. Have a good weekend, everybody. And go Australia in the cricket. Woo. Happy breeding, happy growing, good health to you all. Bye-bye.